One of those wealthy people that God has used in the past was a young man by the name of William Borden. And Borden was the child of the family that owned the Borden Milk Company, which, you know, makes condensed milk and all this stuff. Of course, this was in the early 1900s, maybe late 1800s. He had graduated from high school, and after high school, his kind of graduation gift from high school was a trip around the world. His parents sent him on a trip around the world. And so as he traveled the world, just a young man just out of high school, traveling the world, he became burdened for the people of the world and the conditions they were in. And without the Lord Jesus Christ and without the privilege of hearing the gospel like he had heard here in the United States of America, and he wrote home. He was still on that trip, and he wrote home to his parents and said that he had surrendered to be a missionary. He wanted to give his life to the service of the Lord and be a missionary to those who were not part of the United States and hearing the gospel like he had heard. And when he surrendered to be a missionary, his friends said to him, he said, "You're going to waste your life by becoming a missionary." In fact, his parents disinherited him. He was next in line to inherit, become the owner of, the CEO. They didn't call him CEOs back then, but the CEO of the Borden Milk Company. And when he surrendered to be a missionary, he was disinherited and lost that, not only the job, but he lost the wealth and the finances that he would have gotten for doing that job. And when he received word that that he had lost this inheritance, that when he opened his Bible, in the flyleaf of his Bible, he wrote two words: no regrets. No regrets. He went off to college and trained for the ministry, and just before going, I shouldn't say just before, he was going to become a missionary to China. On his way to China, he wanted to stop in Egypt. He was going to spend some time in Egypt where he was going to learn Arabic because he hoped to reach Muslim people. And so he stopped in Egypt, and on the trip between the United States to Egypt, he wrote in his Bible the words, "No retreats." No regrets, no retreats. He got to Egypt, and while he was there, he contracted a disease. Never even made it to China. He died in Egypt from a disease. And just before he died, he opened his Bible and wrote two more words. I got it backwards. No reserves when he gave up his fortune. No retreat when he left for the field. No regrets were the last words he wrote in his